It is officially October, which means the Five Nights at Freddy's movie releases later this month. And because of that, I thought it would be fun to go through my entire Five Nights at Freddy's Funko Pop collection, and I have just over 20 of them. And now let's start with the very first Five Nights at Freddy's figures, the 3 of them that I have here. And I understand what a lot of you guys are gonna say, where's Chica? If I'm gonna be honest, I just never got her. Mostly because I didn't start collecting Five Nights at Freddy's Funko Pops right away. This is a bit of a newer collection. And no, don't get me wrong, I've had some of these for a long time, I just wasn't too into the games until more recently. And so for here, we have, of course, Foxy, as well as Freddy and Bonnie. 3 really great ones, but yeah, I need that Chica. And if you guys want to take a look at the back here, this is the first 6 figures to release for the set. Pretty crazy to see how long ago this was, too. Now we've got some of the exclusives from the first set, and you can see there are some pretty crazy ones here. We have Shadow Freddy, which is a really creepy one, especially with those white eyes. It's like one of the only ones I have in the collection with them. Then we've got the Golden Freddy, which is actually my most expensive Five Nights at Freddy's character overall. A pretty crazy one to have in the collection. And then we've got the Jack-O Chica, which I'm loving with that pumpkin in her hand. Oh, and also the way that the bib is kind of ripped up where it says "Let's Eat" is definitely creepy. I just like this thing overall. Oh, and there is also a Jack-O Bonnie, which is something that I would love to have in the collection eventually, but for now, this is what I've got. Now, everybody, we've got kind of a random selection of characters, because they're almost all from different games, so I figured I would put them all together just to show you how obscure these characters can get. Or not so much obscure, it's just cool that they made it, you know? And so over here, we have the Twisted Bonnie, a figure that I just picked up recently, like last week. I found it while I was over at a comic book store, and I figured it would be fun to have for the collection. I mean, look at how detailed this thing is. Then we've got Stanley here, which was actually gifted to me by one of you guys, so if you're watching right now, thanks so much. After that, we've got the only pizzeria simulator figure that I've got, which is Helpy. And if you take a look on the back here, it is really crazy the amount that they made for the set. I mean, come on, there are so many here. And now that I've played Security Breach, I would love to get a couple more of these ones. Like Mr. Hippo would be amazing. And actually, now that I think about it, I might have had him in the collection at one point, because there was for a little while there, I just really wasn't doing anything with my Five Nights at Freddy's characters, so I got rid of a couple of them, and I'm pretty sure Mr. Hippo might have been one of those ones. Which is definitely too bad, because I know for sure Happy Frog was there. I'd have to go back in my older videos to see if he was one of them. But then, everybody, we have Fun Time Foxy, and this one here is not the normal version, as you could probably tell. It is the Comic-Con exclusive one with the face completely opened up, one of the most detailed I've gotten in this set. And it really is a creepy one, and I know that in this collection you could actually get all 4 of them with their faces opened up like that. Like, take a look, I would love to get the rest of them. Then on the end here, we have the only figure released for Security Breach, which is Sun and Moon. It is a really, really great one, and I love how much detail they put into it. Also on the back side there, he's got like a bunch of wires, crazy. But now I think they're going to be making more Security Breach figures soon, because they can't just do Sun and Moon. It's such a missed opportunity, especially because of the Something Wild card game they made a little bit ago. Actually, mine just came in and got it. Alrighty, so here it is, everybody, the Something Wild, and you can see right away we've got that glam rock Freddy in the front. And now we might as well get into this really quickly so I can show you what I'm talking about. And this is technically a Funko Pop in the collection. Take a look at that, how crazy it is. And I mean, come on, this would look amazing as a normal size Funko Pop. So Funko, please make them soon. And then when it comes to the cards, there is a bunch of other characters here that you can see, like DJ Music Man, as well as Monty, and none of these, I mean none of them, have a Funko Pop yet, so they've got to be coming soon. Now let's get back into the figures, and the ones that I've got here are all of the circus characters. We have some clown versions as well as balloon versions of them, and I guess here, no, we don't have Chica again. I guess so far I've shown you guys the Jack-O Chica, but I am missing 2 of them in this collection while I was looking on the back here. It is the Balloon Freddy as well as the Balloon Chica. And if I see them at the store now, I will definitely pick them up. I don't know why I forgot to grab them. I mean, there was just so many that released for this set, it was a little overwhelming. But either way, at least I only need to find 2 out of the 6, and I know that they still show up at some stores, so I should be okay. But now, let's get into the ones that I actually have here, which are Balloon Foxy, as well as Circus Foxy, then we've got Balloon Bonnie, and Circus Freddy. Some pretty great pops, and a lot of you guys have been speculating that this is going to be for the next game releasing, and I would love to see that, because so far these characters aren't really anywhere. And I have a feeling that they could probably fit in somewhere cool, maybe with Balloon Boy as well, which is another pop I don't have. And I'll definitely make sure to add that one to my list of pops I need to pick up. Now everyone, here is a set that I actually have complete with Chica. It is the tie-dye figures. Honestly, a really fun set, especially because I love the way they did the boxes. Like, take a look at the side of the Freddy one here. It's really fun and vibrant. And now, of course, these ones here are just recolorings of the original characters, but I think it is still fun if you couldn't pick up those OG characters. And of course, here we have Freddy, as well as Bonnie, then Chica, and Foxy. And I think out of these four here, my favorite one in terms of the actual tie-dye is gonna be Foxy. I like the way that blue and red looks mixed together. Oh, also, I wish they continued this line a little bit, because when they made the action figures, there was actually a Springtrap version, but when it came to the Pops, he was nowhere to be found. And so Funko, if you're watching, I would love to see that turned into a Pop as well. The colors look really great on it. And now, everybody, the newest set of Five Nights at Freddy's characters, we have the Christmas ones. And this is a pretty fun set to have, especially with the holidays coming right around the corner. It kind of reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas, because what does it go with more? Halloween or Christmas, because it's a horror game, but I mean, they are Christmas characters. And so anyways, on the side here, we have the Snow Chica, as well as the Gingerbread Foxy, Elf Bonnie, and Santa Freddy. And I think out of the four of them, the Santa Freddy is probably my favorite, just because he has a giant sack of coal, and you can look almost like right through it. Oh, and also another thing that I really enjoy is with the Gingerbread Foxy, they made his eye patch like a giant candy, and then around him, it actually looks like it's icing piped on, which is such a fun detail. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, his hook is also a candy cane. And so there we go, everybody, all of the Five Nights at Freddy's Funko Pops in my collection. And let me know in the comment section below, what's your favorite one that I've got? Because there is a good amount of them, I believe 23 to be exact. And now that I've taken them all out and shown them off to you guys, I definitely want to pick up more of them. But anyways, this has been a really fun video, and I hope you guys did enjoy, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow.